Howdy.
Check this out. We got all this equipment over here. And some ducks. I don't know if you can see them. They're biting my shoes right now. What do you have to say, Mr. Duck? Well said, my friend. Anyway, let's say that you had a really cool song or like a really cool guitar song you wrote, whatever it be, and you're like, hey, I want to play this for my whole group, but you have no idea, it's too quiet. You can't just play your guitar. I mean, maybe you have an amplifier, but you can't just play your guitar and have this whole wide array of people hear what you're playing. So let me show you a PA system. All right, step number 1. Let's get all of our equipment. We've already done this for you, fortunately, but let's show it off. Editor Owen here, doing the voiceovers that I forgot to record. So first off, you're gonna need your mic, of course. You know what these do. Second, you got XLR cables. These are just what you plug into your mic. In this case, we're using a mixer board. You could use an interface and a computer, but if you're doing live stuff, then you use a mixer board. The signal that comes out of the mixer is not powerful enough to move the speakers, so you gotta amplify it a little bit with an amplifier. These are called speakon cables. Usually they're what comes out of your amp to your speakers. If you have something different, then use that, but right here we got speakon cables. Then of course you're gonna want your speakers. Oh, and you, the talent, the speaker, the singer, whatever it be, the guitarist, can't forget that. And that's all you need for a successful signal flow. Oh, let me talk about that real quick. Here's what we call the signal flow. The signal starts with you, goes into the mic, goes into the preamp, which is located in the back of the mixer. From there, gets processed by the mixer, goes out of the mixer into the amplifiers, from the amps to the speakers, and then finally to your ears. Okie dokie, step 1 of the system. Let's just plug in the microphone. Huzzah, look at us go. Yippee! Then you take it over to your mixer board and plug it into input 1, or whichever input you want, doesn't matter. Alrighty, now the next step, hook up the mixer into the amps. Let's do it. And for the mains, generally you have a left and a right, so you're gonna want 2 XLR cables, plug them into the left and right of the main outs. Should look like this. Alrighty, then you're gonna wanna take each of those cables and insert them into 1 and 2. You're gonna wanna make sure that you remember which one's left and which one's right, so that your outputs align. Alright, now that we got our signal to be all amplified, comes out of the amplifier and into those speakers over there. I guess I completely forgot to mention that this is where you use the speakon cables. Now that you've finished plugging everything in, you can start turning stuff on. To avoid pops or other damage to your equipment, make sure to do the mixer first and then the amps. From there, I like to set everything to unity on the mixer before I start gain staging. This just means you put all the faders to 0 on your mixer. I also like to bring up the amp a little bit here. Now you can start speaking into the microphone and turning up the gain until you can hear yourself. And if everything's done correctly, you should be getting signal now. Yippee, look at you go. If you want to add instruments or other mics, then you just got to plug them into the other inserts, turn up their faders, gain stage them, and you should be good to go. Anyway, there you have it. You now have signal coming from your mic, into the preamp, into your mixer, from your mixer to the amps, from the amps to your speakers. Just remember when tearing it down, turn off the amps first, and then turn off the mixer, otherwise you'll get some pops and potentially damage to your equipment. And that's all. Good job setting up a PA system. That's also true. But
I only have 4 fingers, so I don't know how to do that. Yeah.
Actually, you're right. I never even thought about that.
Actually, when I was doing it, I'm like,
wait, how do you even?
I only have 1, so I had to stick with you later.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you got a friend.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
We're witnessing an assault here.
If you bite me, you're gonna.
They did bite. They're chomping away.
He's trying to get me. These guys, I swear
They're about to go in. They're about to go in timeout. Look at them going. Sing through the pain, I guess. Oh, now they're assaulting each other. That's lovely. Yeah, until they're like,
You didn't get me.